Yo. Let me see what's going on here. It's again borked. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not borked. It just took YouTube way too long, like usual. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Well, at least where I live. You know what I mean? Doesn't really matter. Time is just an illusion, baby. I'm gonna do this. Test. Wait, I'm gonna close the door. It's fucking warm here, but I'm gonna close it for the acoustics. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Whew. Yes. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? So a couple of things we're gonna do on this beautiful stream. If you have questions, you can ask them, of course. I'm gonna showcase the liquidation heat maps, and I'm gonna fix a couple of bugs as well, live on this stream, yo. What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know. This is weird. Is it weird? Bitcoin Edge, what's going on, baby? Huh. Nou, dat is niet goed. Dat is niet goed. How's the music? How's the sound? Yo, sir, did you add Egger sounds? Yo. There are sounds. There are sounds, baby. What's going on, little Tamira Def? Nasılsın? Merhaba. Çok güzel. Seni seviyorum. Hastayım. Aşkım hastayım. Büyük takım. İyiyim, sen nasılsın? Okay. I'm tired. I'm gonna lie. Not gonna lie, baby. So what I'm gonna do first, actually, maybe I'm gonna fix the offset renderer of these two, actually, to be honest. Un momento, por favor. I'm gonna add more stuff. It renders in the center of the bar and TPO doesn't. Huh? Look at that. The question is, who's right and who's wrong? OKX perps would be a good addition. Don't we have OKX perps? We are adding a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Bitfinex is coming. No, we don't have OKX perps. Okay, GG. What kind of a platform is this? We don't have OKX perps. The perps are coming. The Bitfinex is coming. There is so many things coming. The only thing that's not coming is your wife. Maybe. I take that back. Maybe she's coming tonight. I don't know. That's I don't know. That's your job. Only you know that. I don't know. You know. Goedemorgen, alien. What's going on, baby? Goedemorgen. It's fucking evening, bro. Which kind of a country do you live, man? I think we're gonna offset TPO, I guess. Let me open up a Candelo. Candelo sticos para ciento para aquí. But this is actually lining up perfectly with the candle, I'm gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And this is in the middle of this thing. I don't like that. Don't give a damn. Okay, we're gonna fix this. I'm gonna take my chirurgic knife. I sleep At 8, I wake up at 3. Ooh, that's crazy, bro. What the hell's going on? I don't have a wife. You're smart. You're smart, you're smart, you're smart, you're smart, bro. Smart man. Smart man, TPO. Actually, to be honest, get status. Where the fuck am I, bro? Let's go on, getting messages here. Okay. I think it's in the volume session, I guess. By the way, guys, who's ready? Who's ready for this? Look. Of course, we can change a lot of settings, right? You know what I mean? Like, yo. Yo, bro. This guy's crazy. I know. Out of my mind. What about the gradient color? What gradient color, bro? You're a gradient color. The first time I saw you, you look like a gradient color. How do you show how Agger sound work, please? But you just turn on a trait widget and it automatically work. What do you mean with Agger sounds? I mean, like these crazy sounds, they're useless, bro. They're completely useless. You know what I mean? They're distracting. They take too long as well. The sound takes too long. Like these threshold sound. What do you want to do with that? You know, like it's. Listen, like I've been working in this space for a very long time, right? Working at exchanges, working at market makers. I created blockchain chains, and the only thing I see in this space is bullshit. Literally, like complete bullshit. If you filter a trait at a certain amount and it rings a sound, what you gonna do? You're too late, bro. You're already too late. What are you gonna do? You're gonna open up Bybit and place a trait? It makes no fucking sense. What makes sense is to hear the speed of tape. That makes sense. The speed of tape, short burst, with a clear distinction between buy and sell. So you can actually hear what's going on in an intercandles perspective. Who's buying, who's trading, what's the reaction. But actually, you can see it on your screen as well, but you can hear it as well. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm just gonna say, like, if you want to make a lot of money in this space, you make bullshit and you tell people that it works, and then people will buy it because they have no fucking clue. They use it, they buy it, they do it for a year, and they still broke. And then they gone. They do something else. Back to League of Legends, you know. So I highly suggest you listen to me, because I don't have any course to sell to you. It's all for free. What the fuck are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna render this thing at the right position, huh? I think we need to find something like Jesus Christ. Who wrote this code? Session anchor X is gonna be offset X, session start Unix, min Unix. Max Unix, min Unix, plot size. What the hell is this, bro? Start Unix. What is min Unix? Is this one. And this is the start Unix. We could do something like minus half width. We don't have half width. We don't have half width. What's half width? Yoinked it from somebody else. I'm too smart. Shit, we can't. F64. I64. Un momento, por favor. This works. We do an F64 of this into this minus half it. Let's pray to the gods. Spiritu Santus. Shit. Again. Crash. Again a crash. I know what it is. I know what it is, bro. No worries. Surf.py 5000 gonna put up the server again, huh? Serving the wasn't block. Holy crap. I don't need this. Where is VPV? He's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's disappeared. It's verschwunseld. So this is not the correct way. It's probably like a wrong thingy. What ID is this? It's the best mid laner in League of Legends. Oh, bro, I'm the best programmer in the world. Look, they perfectly line up now. What's going on? Too much. Ish. Line up ish. But wait a minute, that's not correct, guys. Look, I'm gonna do the wee-woo. It's very simple. You do this. Look, pixel precision. Pixel precision, because we are perfectionists. Perfectionist. Ah! Nicht gut. Das ist nicht gut. Das ist nicht gut, huh? This is it. I swear to God. It's the 0.5 trick. I swear to God. Give me volume, bro. A bunch of fucking crypto too. 100% agree. The problem is, guys, listen. I'm in this position that's a little bit annoying because I want to say a lot of things, but I can't say them. But I can't say them. Why? Because if I say the things I know, how things really work, then I'm gonna get like people not gonna like me anymore, right? I did this when I'm programming as well on my YouTube channel, and like people didn't really like that. Although I have 80k subscribers, a lot of people didn't like that because I'm telling things that basically 99% of the whole industry tells them, and then this little bald midget comes and tells different, and then their dreams are getting crushed. They get mad and they make some comments on Reddit that I'm basically not safe for work. I'm actually not safe for work. That's correct. But you know what I mean? They complain because I'm crushing dreams. Hey, I'm just telling the truth, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, now we lined up, right? Look, this is lined up perfectly. It's these TPO blocks that are basically a little bit... It's fine. There's one more problem, actually, to be honest. We can do this, and then... render position. Check. Actually, to be honest, yeah, it's fine. Morning. SC. Manu SC. Transportar la cocaína del aeropuerto. Manu SC. Yo soy Manu SC. I'm drinking like this red thingy, which is basically water with water, basically normal water. I cannot even speak. How do you pronounce that? Water. It's water with some zero sugar thing in, because otherwise I don't drink it. I don't drink water. You know what I mean? And it's important. Okay, so very good. We also have the thingies. Look, the footprints now. Look at them. To be honest, what is this stick size, bro? What is this stick size? Look, footprints now is this, right? But we can go here, boom. Oh, it's already gradient. Look at that, nice gradient, huh? Look at this, beautiful gradient footprints. Let's take delta. Look, 3D baby. When lickmap is here, bro. Look at this, lickmap here, boom. Lickmap is here. When lickmap, when pro. Jesus, what's going on? Is this stream lagging or something? Anthony, thanks for your inspiration and Hollywood Library. Inspired by it and developed my own mini version at my work. Say a good man. Inspiration is very important. If I can inspire you, that's amazing. But these lick maps, right? We need a little bit of a configuration, right? So let's talk about the liquidation maps. Right? Let's talk about the liquidation maps. Let's keep the footprints open because we can. Doesn't even matter. We can open up this. We can open up a heat map as well. Look, a heat map rendered as well. It's all rendering here. What can I have no words. I can render 20,000 of these charts on my fucking screen while I'm streaming on a simple MacBook, and I'm still having 144 FPS, mesdames et messieurs. You know what I mean? So, this can mean two things: or I am the best of the best of the best, or the competition is just utter garbage. You can decide that. Oh, where are my candles? They're gone, right? So. There are a couple of configurations in the liquidation heat map, right? Standard, it basically picks a simple bin size. And we're going to talk about bin size and tick sizes actually on this stream as well, because I can see a lot of people that are, I'm into order flow. Yes, I'm an order flow trader, TPO, footprints. But then they open up MMT and they come to Discord with a question like, hey, I cannot see numbers. What's going on? And we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be aggregated when it releases next in a couple of days. We can set some leverages, right? But first thing, let me make the density a little bit. Maybe density is like, you know what I mean, like just chill heat, right? We can do a splat if we want. Classic stuff, what you know from the heat map as well on MMT. It's going to be the same thing for the liquidation heat map, right? So it basically calculates everything on the fly. You can do steps 5, right? And then we're going to say, let me pick something. We are in 30 minutes. Let's go 15 or something. That's better, right? Let me open up candles so we can see better, right? Where are we here? Yeah, I need to play around with all these settings. I don't even know. Okay, max leverage. So of course, the higher the leverage, the closer these things are going to be at the price, right? Makes a lot of sense. Yes. So let's pick something like I don't know, 200 or something. I have no fucking clue, bro. You can pick whatever you want. Okay, go. So right now there is basically no fixed window in the calculation. So basically it means that, and I'm gonna make a fixed thing probably. It basically means that if you drag into history, it's going to grab more and more stuff into the space, right? So what's that gonna do is it's going to add more stuff to the calculation, right? Ideally, we pick like 7 days of data, but you can actually scroll into forever, which basically is going to change the cumulative value. What's going on? I'm getting kidnapped. If you see somebody behind me, just press 1 or something so I can turn around and clap. So, right, and then you have this beautiful thing, right? And then you can basically see like where the liquidity is based on the leverage, on the expected, on the so to say leverage, because we don't know, right? This is just like an estimation because you don't know if somebody entered them, if somebody opened a position, you can never know which leverage he opened with, right? That's impossible. So you need to do a guessing game, right? Of course, you can actually use all these settings here to whatever you like. You know what I mean? 1. By the way, big shout out to Dirk here in the chat, because he is the one that actually created this thing, right? You could say, Anthony, what? No, Dirk has created this thing. I did some modifications, small cleanups, but Dirk is the mastermind behind this. Man, I'm getting, you know. So what can we see here on this Mapos? Well, yeah, I mean, you can actually open up a heat map as well, right? It's heat. Right? I think there is like a gradient option here as well. Look at this. What I'm gonna do is this, boom, hop, opacity, right? So you can actually change the opacity from your liquidation heat map, and I'm gonna actually implement the same thing for the heat map as well. So you're gonna have a little opacity slider here. You know what I mean? You can change the price group as well. For example, we could do smaller groups like 50. Right now, it's way smaller. For example, if you go to the 1 minute, right now you have big bins. You know what I mean? Let me close this heat map. So you have big bins, but if you want to have smaller bins on a smaller time frame, for example, 1 minute, then you can go in your liquidation heat map, and what you can do is basically just say, okay, I want to have, I don't know what the smallest thing is. Maybe let's try like a 25 or something. You see 25 bins, and I think you can actually go to 5. Look, this is like on the 1 minute. I don't think somebody has this already. It's super granular. Of course, if you're in this position, you can actually change again your values, but because there is no such thing as a fixed setting that basically works for every single ticket, for every single time frame. You need to basically come up with your own alpha, with your own settings. You know what I mean? Or you can share them. And you can actually save these settings into a chart template here, into a chart template, and then you can import that or share it around, and people will have the same settings. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You can smooth things more out, you know. Rapture, can you explain on the heat maps what the low and peak adjusts and how to use it properly? Well, the low and peak is basically The low and peak is actually just used to scale the sizes. So each, you can see, we have some, yeah, USD is fine. So we have some sizes in the order book, right? At certain levels, okay? And basically, right now everything is visible, and you can use, for example, this slider to say, remove some threshold, remove values below this threshold. And you can go into the heat map settings here as well, and you can actually say, okay, I don't want to see any size of 50, and I want to scale I want to color grade. I want to scale the colors instead of using the max size. This is the maximum size we can find if you open up MMT. And we're gonna grab a bunch of heat maps, right, as a time series, and we're gonna basically plot them on your screen. They are gonna have a maximum size. What is the maximum size being placed across the whole data? That's this value, right? So basically the color grading happens between 0, the lowest value, between 0 and that 507, right? Now we say, okay, no, we don't want that. We want to scale everything between 50. So every size below 50 is not gonna get plotted, right? And instead of scaling it with the maximum size, I want to scale it with 100, for example, right? And then you're gonna have something like this, right? Why is this useful? It's useful because you don't want to have this heat map open, right? You know what I mean? I just fucking clicked the HD thing. This makes no sense for us, right? We can see there's a lot of liquidity here, there's a lot of liquidity here. Makes sense, but we don't see... It's kind of purple. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of purplish. So what we do is we can say, okay, I'm going to skip out some values I'm not interested in, right? And now I'm going to make the other values a little bit more intense, right? And now how I use it is basically, I just don't even enter any number. I just like pinpoint it, right? I don't need to see all this noise. So I'm just removing all the noise. And then I'm looking for, boom. And now I have something like this, right? So now I know perfectly where everything is. Of course, if you go on a higher time frame, 30 minutes, for example, it's going to look a little bit different. And you need to change it again, right? Because now everything is green here. So now you can do this, right? And what can we see? For example, this thing. Let me open up brush tool. Brush. Now you can see this. And here. You see that? But I highly recommend if you go at the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, you don't need to use HD. It's useless. You just use normal heat map because it's going to be way more interesting for you to use. You know what I mean? You can see here, for example. Size in billions. That's actually a good question, to be honest. I have no fucking clue. I'm gonna lie. I have no clue. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I need to check. I think it is. $444. Let me do this. Wait, let me do this. 460. 450. 54. 53. Yeah, so this is basically in coin, right? You can see this. Now it's 54 million. Nah, this is yeah. I need to maybe change this, huh? I need to change this because this is actually a bit confusing. This stays in coin. And this changes to USD. So we need to change that. Man, why is everybody fucking... Actually, we can do it right now. So 1 hour use non-HD. To be honest, like 30 minutes even, bro. 30 minutes just use non-HD. Why? Why would you use it? 30 minutes you could doubt, but 1 hour and above you should use it non-HD. Makes no sense. It's too small. It's too small and it's too much noisy. If you go to the higher time frame, you zoom out to the higher time frame for a reason, right? Because you want to filter out the noise, right? You want to see a high level overview. If you want to see a high level overview, it makes no sense to have a heat map that's a detailed view. So you also scale out the heat map as well. You scale out everything. You scale out the tick sizes. You just readjust them all. That's so important. I still see people not having a good understanding of the order flow. If you zoom out, you zoom everything out. Your tick size. And not only on one instrument, you zoom them out on all the same. All your order flow tools, footprints, volume layers, heat map, every TPO, everything has the same tick size. It should always have the same tick size. And if you don't do that, then you cannot sense, you cannot flow. You know what I mean? You cannot flow. I will explain. First of all, let me see if I can fix this real quick. It's these min sizes here. Yeah. It's gonna take a little bit more work than just because I need to scale a lot of other values to make that in the same. Yeah. That's I'm gonna tinker with this right now. Because before we start, you start something like that and then you need to refactor the whole fucking thing. But actually, a good point. I didn't know that. Well, I had a suspicion that it's still in coin and not scaled with USD. So, are you available on Patreon? No, I don't teach coding anymore. Is this WebAssembly wrapped? Yeah, it's all WebAssembly multi-threaded as well. Multi-threaded WebAssembly doesn't exist. I know, but I have it. Okay, next on the chopping block. Next on the chopping block. TPO volumes opacity. It's the same problem again, right? It's this thing. I think it's just volumes in general, to be honest. You cannot adjust the... You can. Look at that. You can. You can do it with this. But you can do it with standard mode. You can. Okay. Voilà. Voilà, get that. But you cannot do it with TPO. What's going on? But ID, non-AG is so much clearer on the 1 hour, yeah. 100%. 100%. HD is only good for if you go in footprints. If you go into the footprints, and basically what you need to do is let me first fix this thing, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about a common problem. It's a problem that I see every single day in Discord, every single fucking day. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that people do not know. It's very important for you guys. Is if I understand you want a TPO and You want to have all these concepts and market structures and rotations, all actually fucking bullshit. But if you're taking time to learn that, you should also learn the internal mechanics of the market. For example, tick size. How is it calculated? Well, tick size, bin sizes, ticks per row. How is it calculated? What does it mean? What does it not mean? It's very important, because if you do not know that, you cannot understand what are these things from a more deeper level, which is important in my opinion. But hey, who am I? Okay, I need to go dig into TPO. Actually, to be honest, render volumes. This one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think we fixed our TPO volumes. We did. Ah, here, render bins. Okay, GG. Is there any more Golang Rust YouTube videos? Nah. No YouTube videos anymore for coding, because every video I make, people are just complaining. So fuck them. They can go to another YouTube streamer to learn, because what I tell people do not take it for granted. People think it's like shut up. So I do my own thing. You know what I mean? I have my own ways of doing things, my own way of thinking, my own way of programming, and yeah, I just don't wanna. You guys wanna have other paradigms and clean architecture and all this stuff. Okay, good, fine. Then that's not with me, bro. They call me dirty Gertie. You know what I mean? Volume session on bin. So why does it work? Is it because it's overlaid? No, right? It makes no fucking sense. I can't be you because you fell in love with me. Oh man. The best advice, man. You don't need to watch videos and all that stuff. You don't need to read books. Just do your thing, bro. Just do your own thing. What you think you're doing, just do it. And if it does not, if it's wrong, you will figure it out. You know, you will figure it out. That's the best thing. Just do what you think you need to be doing. And if it's not good, you're gonna figure it out sooner or later, and then you're gonna learn. That's the thing what you need to do, bro. Believe me. I don't make courses. I give you everything for free, Ali. Everything. Join the Discord channel of MMT. Everything I'm gonna tell you for free. Everything. Everything for free. I'm Robin Hood. I steal from the rich and I give to the poor. I give to the poor, baby. Okay, so let us think. There's a problem. The opacity is not working. Why? They use the same thing. Wait, let's go to VPSV. VPSV layer. Render volume session render bins here. And we take these colors. Bool, bear, text, vol. It's the same function. What am I coding right now? This. Market Monkey Terminal, or you could do MMT.gg. This is what I'm coding. This company, that's what I'm coding. I already joined your Discord. Big love, my man. That's good. We can continue. How did you learn how to coding? Just pressing buttons. So what I think it should be the settings. Hey! Odin is a language, yes. Volume is actually 6. I made a slider that changes to different shades of red. Well, that's that's exactly what you need to do. And now you make 2 sliders, and then you make 3. But you make them difficult. You know what I mean? You make them I don't know. Add some gradient, or some other color things, not RGB, but like I don't know, these other things. It's so warm here. Boom ta tapi tapi tum pum pum. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, it's super hot here. Hein? C'est quoi ça? Parler français très bien. Aïe aïe aïe. Trop chaud ici. Hein? C'est pas normal. It's How is this possible? It's basically the same code, it's just like a copy thing. There's only one, huh? Bear color. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can't see it. Cannot. It makes no sense as well. What do I need to do if you don't see it? I don't see the light. Are you enjoying Odin? Yes. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a great language. It's just when things get complicated, memory management, it's all on you, man. Yeah. What can I say? I shot myself in the foot a couple times, not gonna lie. But hey, I fixed them, but I mean, yeah. It's pro and con. But if I would pick it again, Can you please check ZK token heatmap? Nah, not yet. I'm busy. Call. So the problem is that inside this TPO layer, which is basically this thing, right? So inside of this, right? We render both the TPO profile and the volumes at the same layer, right? So I can actually say, hey, I'm gonna put it left, before, overlay. You can place this thing whatever you want, right? That's good. The problem actually is that inside of the TPO, I cannot adjust the alpha value until I am here. But if I I'm reusing the same logic for here. That's what I think. They render the same volume profiles. But here we can... But look what's happening. He's just grades out perfectly fine. But here... Is niet goed, huh? When Liquidmaps update. Liquidmaps are already here. But it's only... like I said, it's only... I just do a quick setting. I just did a quick setting. You know what I mean? You can configure it like whatever, like a crazy amount. I will keep them here. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't basically hinder the rest of my chart. I'm rendering everything at the speed of light, no matter how many layers. Okay, we need to dive into this problem, huh? Oh, it's so warm. It makes no sense. Patron de Paris, HFG, c'est quoi ça ici? C'est pas normal. Why is this? This is the weirdest thing I ever seen in my life. C'est pas normal, hein? C'est quoi ça? Ou quoi? Ou quoi? Ou quoi? Okay, let's dive in here. Render bins. Yo, what is that, man? This looks like an AI comment. I'm not gonna lie. A proper roadmap. A roadmap of what? A roadmap of learning how to code? That's actually easy. You start with A. You start with Q. W, E, R, T. Y. QWERTY. And you continue the grind. There is no roadmap, bro. You are the roadmap. Roadmap is you. You do not find the roadmap finds you. That's the roadmap. The only one that knows the roadmap is Dora the Explorer. She knows exactly what's going on. I wanted to join HFT firm. So where do I need to start? Oof, HFT. If you want to do like this thing, then you need to do Python. Then you need to be like very good in all your algorithms. Which I ain't. That's why I'm not in HFT. Huh? I'm only in HFG. Patron de Paris. Partie des amis. If MMT doesn't work out, I'm gonna be a rapper. I swear to God, I'm gonna be a rapper. La Sonora Starflam. Wait, the only way I can actually see it working is volumes. That's the only way I can see this not working is because of volumes. But still, how did you learn? Man, listen, I'm 38. How old are you, Deepak Kumar? Deepak Kumar, how old are you? How old are you? Can't even make English. How? I am 38 years old. Do you know what that is? That basically means I can die every single moment. Today could be my last stream. That's how old I am. Okay? I started programming. Man, we don't need to have Excalibur anymore because we can just brush on the chart. It's crazy. I started programming when I was 16. Then I started to program. Does it make sense what I did? Nah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense as of today, right? Because I don't care. How it works is... I can, look at that. Holy crap, bro. How it works is, you want something. Here. My brush. You want something here. And to be able to get what I want, I needed to program some shit, right? I needed to program a clan website because I wanted to make a website for my Counter-Strike clan, right? And instead of, friend Thomas, can you make a website? Or friend Jimmy, can you make a website? I made the website myself. You know what I mean? I don't need to rely on other people. I made the website myself. Did I know how to make a website? No, I didn't. But I just tried. You see what I mean? Like you press some keys and you see if does it look like I want to be. No, you do change again and you keep doing that, right? Okay, good. Then I have another thing that I wanted here. I wanted something else. I needed to program that. I wanted to host our clan web server. Or Counter-Strike server. We wanted to have one. It was cool. But how do we do that? We can rent one. But no, we want to have all these custom mods installed and we want to have our own fucking clan server where everybody could play that was linked to the website so we could have statistics on our website displayed. So I needed to do some... So we rented Ubuntu servers and we installed the Counter-Strike server, yada yada yada yada yada, CGI scripts, yeah, bin Perl. You know what I mean? PHP. And that's... Continue. I need something. I program. I need something. I program. It's like a rabbit hole and you just continue doing that. You know what I mean? No books, no tutorials, no fake gurus, nobody. Me. Only me and the internet. And back in the day, there was no YouTube, there was no Stack Overflow, there was nothing. There was complete void. It was nothingness. There was nobody that could help me except myself. Deepak Kumar, listen very carefully. If from the moment this stream quits today, you're gonna stop trying to find answers, trying to find people that's going to carry you through life, providing you information, probably false information, because 99% of the people have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You're gonna stop doing that, and you're gonna completely rely on yourself. Okay? Maybe it's going to be a little bit slower, but at the end, it's going to be way faster. You're going to learn faster. So you think by yourself right now, what do I want? What can I use? And that's what you're going to program. And you're not going to party. You're not going to smoke weed with the kids. You're not going to play League of Legends and feed the whole team again with Teemo Top. Okay? You're not gonna play Call of Duty. You're not gonna play World of Warcraft. You're not gonna play anything. Don't you dare play fucking Roblox. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna lock yourself in a room for a couple of years. And you're gonna learn all that shit. And the moment... What was your age again? I don't know what your age is. What's your age again? Blink-182. For the people that are my age. Because otherwise you don't know who the fuck Blink-182 is. That's how old I am. You're 27, so you have still time. But you're behind. You know what I mean? You're behind. You're behind 10 years. You know what I mean? That's what I'm always saying. If you want to do something, you need to do it right away. Because... how can you outcompete somebody that started 10 years before you? How do you do that? I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Okay, we reset the whole chart because too much garbage was being rendered on the screen, I'm gonna lie. Okay, so... shit, I still have this brush in my hands. Could it be by the thingies, the VA settings? No, because it's just a color. But the thing is, what I'm thinking right now is that this is TPO. These colors are getting scaled by a volume scaler. You know? And maybe the problem is that there is something wrong. And that's pretty weird, because if we open up what tick size is this? Where is Tiki? Tiki Tiki Taka. Tiki Tiki Tiki Tiki Taka. We're gonna do this. Big bins. Yeah, it's the same bin here. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Like, yeah, they're the same, right? Look. It's the exact same. You see this? The puck, they are kissing each other. Actually, this bug doesn't really matter. This bug is like, who cares? Who the fuck cares about this opacity? Doesn't really matter. I could leave this bug in for 10 years and okay, yeah, it's opacity. Yeah, nobody cares, right? But hey, I want to fix it because it's weird. You see, works directly. No problem at all. Do the same thing with TPO volume. Niet goed. Man, I tried and I'm not sure the bug you tried to fix exists. I have no problem changing the opacity of the vol prof on TPO. Yeah, but you're using production. Still use a single thread here, by the way. Yo! Now I'm even more confused. GG. Yeah, now I'm more confused. I did touch the code. But who's testing opacities? I mean, I cannot test opacities. How can you make a test for opacities? Look what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do git diff client source TPO layer. Actually, it's gonna be the volume session, I think. Origin main. Can I do this? How do you do that? What is this? Somebody formatted this or something? Bro, how can I diff this? Come on, man. This isn't fair. Ah, come on. This is basically just indentation. I don't need to have main I could do. How can you see the fastest liquidation heat map? I'm gonna show you in 2 minutes. Again. No. Put the leverage higher, like 50 or something. You want to have the color maps. Yeah, I'm gonna implement that later, that you can have a custom color map. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna add that. But there are a lot of settings. You need to play around with the leverages, right? I mean, it depends if you wanna. It depends what leverage you wanna see. But we have it's actually, to be honest, it's a blended one with the steps. You can blend these leverages together a bit because low leverage trades are basically more common than high leverage trades. So the cool stuff is that you can actually, like I mentioned before, you can actually do a heat map as well. So now it's rendering the heat map as well, right? And then you can use the liquidation heat map and turn off the opacity a little bit, right? And then you can you basically have, now you have your heat map and the liquidation heat map rendered on the screen, right? See, you can give them different color names. It's no big of a deal. You know what I mean? You can have TPO, it's all here, you know what I mean? Doesn't really matter. Another chart. Eat, no problem, you know what I mean? Where am I here? Can do this. Keyboard shortcuts. Culling, what's going on, man? Culling, ladies and gentlemen. Culling is on the Discord of MMT. So he's one of the most knowledgeable traders that I know. So if you want to learn from the man himself, you know what to do. You need to pay me. Just join the Discord. Culling in the house is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands up in the air. That being said, right? Can I execute trade from MMT? No, Mansoor, because that was your job. No, normally we could. Normally we could. That's a good question. Normally we could already do trading execution on an MMT, but my Moroccan friend decided to take a sabbatical year. He decided to take a sabbatical year. You know what I mean? And it's fine. Sometimes you need to do. My friend decided to play RuneScape and catch fish all day. Can you imagine that? My friend joins the my friend is on the Discord, and my friend, instead of picking the MMT Discord tag, he uses the RuneScape tag. Can you imagine that? What kind of a friend is this? You know what I mean? Hey, Anthony, yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna educate myself. Yeah, now we are basically 1 month further, and I didn't hear of my man. Okay. I say, voila! He's enjoying Marrakesh. Yeah. How can we cannot even diff this thing, bro. Can you imagine that? Guys, I did one change. You know what it is, I think? I changed the order of the rendering, because the volumes of the TPO, when rendered on the left, when overlaid, that's cool, right? So you have left, right, to the right, right, to the left, left, to the right. But the thing is, Tomorrowland, imagine, man. So to the left, overlay. But we were rendering these profiles underneath the TPO layer. So I said, okay, no problem. I'm gonna basically render them over the TPO layer because it's an overlay for something. Right? And then if you overlay these cool guys, then you can of course use the opacity to make them blend in. But that's where the bug comes from. Mr. Frampo, the Italian stallion from the Discord, he said, hey, brother, is die werken? It doesn't work. And I said, how is this even possible, man? Cut the crap, my friend. Is this impossible? What are you talking about? And I checked it, and yes, it didn't work. And I think I know what it is. So we're going to try to fix it. The problem is that we changed the draw order, we changed the render order, but we probably are changing it in that way that we do not have the scaling applied in the logic. Why do I feel I'm watching Joe Rogan? I imagine. If I was Joe Rogan, I said, to be honest, Joe Rogan, I watch him almost all the time. When I go to sleep, I go to sleep early, put on my laptop, I completely relaxed, you know what I mean? Airco on, Joe Rogan on, sit back and the best Joe Rogan episodes are Joe Rogan with Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz! Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz. I could basically watch them the whole fucking night. Insane. It's crazy. Joey Diaz. It's insane. Look at that. Here, 1 gigabyte memory, and we 2 gigabytes. That's because we keep loading this thing. Yeah. I'm gonna fix that. We have heat maps and yada yada yada. This is a game. TPO session render. Where I need to be in the render thing. I'm gonna make more videos and stream less because I feel that streams are... They are so unproductive for me. It's crazy, guys. Is it me or I'm just not productive at all? What's going on? But I have an idea. Jesus, what is this? That's what I hate about Z. I'm so used to have VS Code. And in VS Code, this stop thing changes based on the function you're scrolling in. You see, actually Z is complete garbage. I'm going to use VS Code. How do we do this? They miss this finger spitch and schwung that I need in my daily workflow. So fuck Z. VS Code. Not found. You're going to open it up anyway. So in VS Code, you have this beautiful thing, which is basically, look, if I scroll, you see here on top, it keeps, even if I do this, it keeps telling me where am I with the complete function signature. Guys, listen, I hated this in the beginning. I said, man, this is annoying. I want to have a clean editor. I want to have it clean and mean. I don't want to have all these things. I don't want to have these lines. But now I'm a grown old man. I'm matured. I'm peaking. I'm at my peak performance. I'm at that peak male performance right now. Physically, mentally, programmatically. And in my peak performance journey, I realized that I need this function. Because I just sit back here like this, with, you know, when I'm coding, and I just use my thingy, and I don't even read what's on the screen here. I just watch this thing at top. I just watch it until it's basically showing me what I need to see. So now I'm scrolling until I see TPO render, right? So I'm gonna, you know, I don't know where it is. I'm tired. I don't want to search for it. I just trying to find it. Boom. You see? Here in the render function. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So here, volume extensions. Look at that. Wait. Book. Single prints. Session header. Session bounding box. TPO blocks. Volumes. Makes no fucking sense. Wait, what is this? Can you ask questions? Get def main client source TPO layer rode. Stop! Halt! Thank you so much for the follow. Vitao. Vitao. What's going on? Man, I have a heat map and a fucking... I have everything open here. It's unbelievable. This is actually, to be honest, this is like mind-blowing that you have and a heat map and the liquidation map and you have the TPO and you have your VPSV all on the fucking same screen and nothing happens. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, guys. Okay. So you see what you see? Let's kill these things here. Now it works. HFG Patron de Paris! With your gradient. So a fucking gradient. As I get, there are no gradients. It's called color maps. From now on, you call it color maps. Okay, if you wanna keep complaining, call it at least color maps. Hey Anthony, can we have our own custom color maps? Yes, there will be a possibility to create your own custom color maps. Yes. But what do you want? Do you want the liquidation heat maps or do you want to have your own color maps? You know what I mean? And Frampo the Italian Stallion, I need to make sure he can do his thing. I'm gonna delete the VPSV. I'm gonna open up this. You go to the right. To the left. And then an overlay. Now we are here. But now we don't see it, right? You know what I mean? Like, where is the volumes? They are here. So now, what you need to do, now you need to make your profiles in a gradient. It's not an overlay. So why does this bug occur? Well, I think it's the following problem that basically happened in here. So the problem is something is computing something that we need. We need to keep the extensions above the kill level. What's the kill level? Because we are so fast. Because we do things in a smart way. Right? So we skip the profiles. But we keep rendering the box, single prints, value extensions. Because we want to see them even though if they are outside of the screen. But we don't want to see our profile if it's outside of the screen. But we want to see the book lines. Something is resetting. Something is resetting volumes. So what is causing a reset here? Single prints. This is magico. It's probably again like a programming paradigm I didn't follow. You have these rules of books. You have this book of rules. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't do this, don't do that, because you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. And we as programmers with experience, we say, fuck the rules. We are the rules. Rules are we. And then you have this. Then suddenly something happens, you have no clue what's going on, and that's because you didn't follow the book of the rules. The rules, the book rules. And that's what's happening. Where does the data come from? The data comes from our server, which comes from the exchange, which comes from the users, which comes from our creator. Nice. You have been blocked from liking this user's post at their request. Who is that? Who fucking blocked me, man? Yo! Wait, this is an AI. This is 100% an AI, and he basically adds this random dude. Yeah. This thing is basically a bot from him. 100%. 100%. Yes. Yes, man. Look at that. So what they do is this guy here, look at him, this fucking idiot. Look at him. This is also an AI. This guy here. I don't think this is a real person. It's this scam. They have these scams where they create these person that don't exist. With some kind of they post these garbage signals, and then people join, click a link, and they join and need to pay, and yeah, they get scammed, and Jeff Nippert, look at him, absolute beast. What is changing? What is changing our colors then? Well, actually, to be honest, these things are actually pretty good to solve with AI, because what the hell is going on? I don't know. And then you can just tell AI, hey, listen, this is what's happening. I think that this is happening, but I cannot figure out where the fuck it's happening and why it's happening. So make it happen. And then it's going to do its thing, like, and it's going to say, this is happening, and then you say, no, it's not, and they say, yeah, you're absolutely right, it's not. And then you're again like in this endless rabbit hole with AI, and then before you know, you're broke, because you basically spent like $1 million on prompts, and you still have a garbage a garbage thing. Could be some global variable I'm manipulating or something. We render blocks and we render volume. I can adjust, but I can't. So what would be the problem? Hey Anthony, seen a lot of videos, never streamed before. Hope you're doing well. Hey man, I'm doing well. What about you? Jesus. Something that maybe can happen is this thing, like this render extension could maybe manipulate something, which makes no sense, but you never know. Find price hit, val end, render lines. Seems all good, right? Seems nothing, just like a clean function, just like me. Get the draw list. Ideally we put the draw list in here, but it is what it is. Binary search the candle index. Find the candle index, find the hit with the candle to see if we make it extended. Make it extended. And then we do the VA, make it extended. And before that, we're also gonna do, no. These things. Get the config in price lines. Maybe this function does something magical. Who knows? Draw extension. Book. I don't know. Depressed. The capital on SWE internship closed 3 days after opening. Aye, it's not true. But I wouldn't do internship, man. Believe me. I'm gonna say something. The thing is, like, internships are... what are you gonna do? Why do internships suck? Why? They suck. They suck because if... You need to think about this. If somebody wants to hire an intern, you're never gonna work on the code. Let us be honest. They're never gonna let you work on critical code. You're gonna do groundwork. You're gonna do bullshit. You're gonna change a color. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do stupid stuff you actually don't learn anything about, right? So you're basically wasting their times and you're wasting your own time, you know? So everybody loses time and nobody makes fucking money. It's a waste of time, bro. I swear to God, you can learn way more by doing just things. I'm gonna say it again. Like, you don't need to believe me, but Market Monkey is already $1 million company. In 4 months. In 4 months, and we do 20k MMR, bro. In 4 months. You know what that is? If you calculate the ARR in times 4 times 8 times 6 between. You have a valuation of 1 million. You know? Did I read books? No. Did I watch the video? No. No. I did not. Nobody explained me how to build this crypto terminal thing and scale it across users. Nobody told me that. You know? There is no internship to learn this. I didn't know it. You just do stuff. You just do it. You know what I mean? Maybe I should do that. Okay, good. Boom. Open up your fucking PC, cell phone, whatever you need to do, and do it. And then you're gonna see. Is it gonna make sense? Does it work? No, it doesn't work. Fuck. No problem. We reiterate. Do it again. And see what's come back. It takes time. That's the only way, bro. And all the rest is bullshit. Yeah! If you take this year to become as good as you can get, you don't need an internship and you're gonna get hired. Easy peasy. And I'm not even a smart guy. I'm not even smart. I'm a legit retard. I'm mid. So if I can do these things, you guys can do that as well. If I can do it, if I can, you can do it as well. 100%. It's just your mindset. You're too focused on, I need information, I need to listen to people. People gonna give me gonna give me how it needs to be done. That's not true. People are wrong. I swear to God, most of the people are wrong. I swear to God. You see somebody with 200k followers on X telling you something about programming, telling you something about trading, 99% is wrong. 99% is just a LARPer that somehow over the years got some followers. You know what I mean? I'm building an OS in Rust. Got Hello World. GG. Need to start somewhere, huh? I don't know why, guys. Yeah, we skip these things, okay, but that doesn't make... I mean, it sounds weird, but let's say you do an internship of 1 year. That's let's say you work as an intern for 1 year at a company. Yeah, and what? then leave the company, and what's gonna happen? You lost a year of your time. Because I'm not gonna hire somebody that has 1 year of internship experience. Because I know you have 1 year of no experience. Because you're an intern. I know that, right? CEOs, CTOs, they know that. They know that an intern is useless. I'm sorry, but they are useless, bro. After a year internship, even at fucking Google, you're useless. It's waste of fucking time. It's an illusion. If you tell me, hey, Anthony, I took 1 year off to be 1 year in open source, and I was 1 year an open source contributor on this project for 1 year, then I'm gonna fucking hire you. That's something completely different. That changes the whole game. If I can see that you basically committed 1 fucking year on an open source project, then I know you have some experience. Then I know you're the real deal. But 1 year of internship at some fucking company, that's garbage. You're gonna do garbage tasks, garbage people, garbage. Raccoons! World of Warcraft addiction. You can keep the World of Warcraft addiction only if you play the rogue. If you play a rogue or a mage, prefer the rogue, then you can keep playing it. Because I was a gladiator rogue myself. PvP. Back in the day. Blackfall. Inshallah. Guys, I don't know. I need to check this out. I don't know what's going on. The thing is, it's if we place this function, if we render the vol, we can test this, but it's not gonna. It's like illusion. It's my own illusion here. I'm gonna clear the cache as well. Why? Because sometimes the WASM gets cached and then you think it's not working, but it's working. That's annoying. No, you see, same problem. Wait. This is a start block color, you fucking idiot. Bro! I'm sorry. I was confused. This is my debugging. Welcome. Okay. I need to do steps. Like, I have this experience with MMT. I have this dev experience. You need to clear the cache because sometimes things are too good to be true. Okay, so that is something else. The question order is, which one causes this problem, right? Some of these functions World of Warcraft. So another thing is, guys, there is no such thing as balance in life. The only thing that balanced is a druid. The balanced druid. But the thing is that balance doesn't really work. Balance doesn't really work. You do all or nothing. You know, that's why I don't game anymore. Because I am binary. It's all or nothing. I either do something and I do it with full commitment, or I don't. I cannot just, I'm gonna play 1 hour a day. No, I'm gonna play 1 hour a day? Are you crazy? How can I be the best if I play 1 hour of World of Warcraft or League of Legends a day? It doesn't work like that. To relax myself, I'm gonna play 1 or 2 games of League of Legends. No, bro, that's not relaxing. It's competition. I need to play 6 games. I need to play the whole fucking evening. That's what I need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, as long as I can. That's what I need to play. The same thing with World of Warcraft. It's not. It's we grind. If we grind, we want to be the best. We want to be the fastest, the max level. We want to have the best gear. We want to have the best honor point. We want to have everything better than everybody else. The urge to be better, always better than everybody else. 1 or 0. If I'm gonna play 1 hour, I know I'm not gonna be the best, so I don't fucking play. I don't play the fucking game. Just because I'm not gonna waste my time. You know? Veel to send tracking data. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. Don't worry about that. What is this? Is it debug 2 in production? No, it's just like it does things. Doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it. I love you. Maybe something opens the settings or so. That's possible, right? Wait, did we do it here? Right before this block. Okay. So now we know the culprit. The culprit is this block here. Something this block does what we don't like. Right? The block doesn't... and now it's not gonna work. I should clear the cache, yeah, but let's hope that this time it's just gonna be... Yeah, you see? Problematic problem. The question about it is, why is that? You see that? Now it doesn't work what it needs to be done. Just because this gets rendered. But we pass in a couple of pointers, right? Layer, chart session. I'll figure it out later, guys. Okay, are there any more questions? Like, it's it's so hot that I'm burning here. Are there any more questions I can answer? If so, I will do. Otherwise, I wish you a very good evening. Hey, Finn, that's the guy from here. Holy crap. Life is a circus. Big shit structure. Go and follow Finn. Gotta follow Finn back, yeah. Yes. Can we still buy MMT source? Nope. No, not anymore. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony, in your work and love life, who is your hero, role model, and favorite person? Johnny Sins is back. Susie Sachs, what's going on, bro? I know, Susie. I know your name. You're here for a long time. Wait, Elena. in your work and life? Who is your hero, role model, and favorite person? Shit. I don't know, bro. Sina. My name is Sina, but your nickname is Elena, bro. Doesn't make any sense. I'm from Iran. What's going on, Sina? I don't know. I have a lot of people as a role model, you know, people that inspire me from time to time, but I'm locked in for so long right now that I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Maybe David Heidemeyer Hansen, Jonathan Blow, George Hotz. Maybe these guys. All right. Casey Muratori maybe as well. The Cherno maybe. These guys are very good programmers. They can motivate me. They teach me. David Goggins. Fuck David Goggins, man. Fuck him. Please type. I can't type. My fingers are tired. Okay, guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching here. I love you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe the stream. Join the Discord channel. And don't forget that tomorrow is never guaranteed. So if you want to smoke a big joint today, I would highly recommend doing that. You know what I mean? Because tomorrow it could be your last. So, salute.